I'm Jen Giroux, and this is episode number 27 of Still Place Like Home, where I talk with groups, individuals, and small businesses in and around our community. And today we are talking to Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Reiner for the second time, because the first time I lost the recording. So Jeremy has been kind enough to meet with me again, and let's see what he has to say.
Is this thing on? Test 1 2, test 1 2.
So listen, all right, so a few things. So we're just gonna do it a little differently this time. So I told my brother that lives in Pennsylvania about this, that I was interviewing with you. So he's a new boat owner and he thinks he knows everything about clouds.
Oh, nice. Uh-oh.
He'll say, "Oh, kids, we're out on the boat." He'll be like, "Kids, what cloud is this? What do you got?" And he'll say cumulus and stratus, and I don't think he knows what he's talking about. So so basically meteorology is science, right?
On most days. Yeah, it is. It is. I have a Bachelor of Science degree in meteorology.
Okay.
I grew up in the Berkshires out in Western Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in love with the snowstorms as a kid. Like ever since the third grade, I just knew I wanted to be a meteorologist. I would take like, I don't have any here, but like big poster board, and I would draw Cape Cod, and I would track, phantom hurricanes.
Really?
Approaching Cape Cod, and I would go back into my room and draw a new map and come out and tell my folks I have a new update coming. And I would.
That is so you knew. That's cool.
A nerd is what it is, but yeah, I've always had that drive to be a meteorologist, and
right.
It was all the seasons. I mean, the nor'easters, the snowstorms were the big driver, but thunderstorms and hurricanes and tornadoes.
That is cool. So
and clouds.
My husband is a scientist, so I get the nerdy part. The cool thing is, though, I mean, all the it's actually fun, right? I mean, you're doing really cool things for people too. So we know what's ahead, and I think it's interesting.
When I visit, I don't visit the schools as much now, and certainly not in COVID. But when I would visit the schools, I would tell the kids it's really three jobs in one. One, I'm a scientist.
Yeah.
And two, I'm an artist because I have to use the computer to draw out my story. And then three, I'm almost like I'm an actor where I have to act out my story every night in front of a camera.
So what's the best part of it? What do you like the most of those three parts?
Well, as a kid, aside from also wanting to be a meteorologist, I love to draw. So I do like the creativity of the weather computer. A lot of it's automated now, so it's not like it was when I was a kid watching the meteorologists. They would literally draw maps on the screen. But I think really all three. I like to talk weather. I like the science of it. I mean, I love the science of the meteorology, and I do love the weather graphics. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Can you show me? Will you show us the room?
This is our weather computer. What you're looking at is Hurricane Sally, which unfortunately is going to be a rough story for the folks in the Gulf Coast. But the weather computer, it's proprietary software, and it's a lot like PowerPoint, where when I know what my weather story is, and again my weather story starts like that. It's just a little sheet with notes.
Oh, okay.
And there's my 7-day forecast. From there, I've got to take it over to this computer. So when I know what my weather story is going to be, then I start to build my 7-day forecasts on here. And everything is what they call a wizard or a shortcut. I choose the symbol that I want to use. So I can choose cloudy, sunny, rain, snow.
Yeah.
Then I put the numbers in, and they're all automatically, generated on that graphic there. So
and that changes, right? So that changes daily.
Yes. Yeah, when you back to that other question, what do you like most? I think also what I like is that every day it's a different story I tell.
Right.
Now, granted, right now we're in a drought. There's no rain, so it's not every day it's a different story.
Yeah.
But typically we have, sensible weather, every 2 to 4 days, and 2 years ago we had a lot of rain, and this year so far in the fall, no rain.
Yeah.
But I use this.
So what does the drought, sorry to interrupt, what does the drought do for the fall foliage?
Well, it's going to be problematic because that's the drought status right there. So
okay.
You might have even noticed the trees around Stow starting to change a little bit.
Right.
And so those trees are feeling the stress of the dry summer and the early fall. So they're going to change early, and then the leaves will probably, some will curl up and be brown and brittle.
Mm-hmm.
But there will be other trees, the trees that are very healthy, and you'll have pockets of very healthy trees where you'll have just brilliant, bright, vibrant colors that will last, that will stay on the trees. So it's probably a longer season. It may not be all jammed in to a 10-day period.
Yeah.
But it'll be just a drawn out season with more pockets of peak versus one weekend that's a peak weekend.
Right.
Yeah.
So can you show us that cool green, your green monster?
Yeah.
And your wardrobe too. Let me see the wardrobe.
Well, that's what I'm wearing tonight. But this is my colleagues, Chris Lambert and Josh Worster. They have backup suits here. I think I have a backup shirt in here somewhere. But that's in case, like, say I'm out on the golf course at the beach and there's an emergency where one of the other meteorologists, they're like, hey, we need you in here right away. So you just zip right in instead of going all the way to Stow.
Gotcha. Okay.
But that right there, so that's our studio.
Mm-hmm.
And because of COVID, I'm not allowed to freely walk around unless I have a mask on.
Okay.
But that's where our news producers, typically that newsroom would be packed of news producers where they're typing the scripts for the nightly newscast. So this, it's the same computer that I was showing you over there. It's basically just, so I hit play, and then those are the cameras that you see. Like, I don't have a script. What I see is myself.
Wow.
Pointing to the map. And
so they write scripts for everyone but you?
Yeah, correct. My scripts are basically like my weather maps.
That's kind of cool.
So I'm trying to shape my story based on those maps.
Right. Wow.
Once in a while, they'll have me read what we call prompter, and those are tough nights for me because I'm not used to reading a prompter. So it sounds like I'm just reading a script.
Wow.
But the anchors do it. The anchors do such a good job of when you watch them, it's like they're just talking to you, like you and I are talking right now.
Yeah, exactly. I want to lead into you doing the weather.
Oh, so we're the anchors and you're going to toss to me?
Yeah. So
okay,
let me try to think of something I can say. So, everybody's joking. It's a funny thing. And I'm going to say, now with the weather is Jeremy Reiner.
Yes, thank you very much, Jen. It was a nice day out there. Lots of sunshine. A little chilly this morning, and then we warmed up this afternoon.
You're good. You're good. See, I didn't even know how to say that. I love it. That's cool. Well, and then the green, so the green on the back will be your map.
Yeah, so that's the green screen behind me. We call it the green monster here because it's not 37 feet high like the real deal. But what happens is the camera, let's see if I can, so the camera right there, it's programmed that when it's shooting at the green wall, whatever it sees the color green to replace the green with our weather map.
Oh.
Which is why my clothing can't have green in it. I've got to avoid.
Right.
I have to avoid the color green.
No, what about makeup? Like, do you have to wear makeup?
I do. In fact, as we talk right now, I realize I forgot to put mine on today.
So you have to do your own makeup?
I do. I use like a little compact, and I just kind of dab it on.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. Yep.
So if you didn't do that, you would look what? Like just.
So you might even see it now. Do you see how there's like a little bit of shine on my forehead here? Like right there.
Oh, there I see it. Yes. now that you pointed out.
So I'll get a text from my wife will say, "Hey, did you put makeup on today? Because you look shiny."
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Do you give your wife tips, makeup tips?
No, she doesn't need makeup.
Oh, that's the best. But that's awesome. I love it.
But there is a running joke. She'll tell all of her friends that I wear better makeup than she does. To which I say, well, I have to. I mean, I'm the ugly duckling.
That was the best answer yet. That was the best part. I love it. Oh my God. All right. I know you have to go back to work. This was fantastic.